To Nico Kleynhans. Thank you for your time this morning, Nico.
Thank you. I must say it's getting colder in the mornings, and I'm enjoying my cappuccino, but I've suddenly wondered, maybe I should go to drinking chocolate as well. That might be.
I think so. A cup of dark chocolate.
Yeah. And this company, by the way, makes really good chocolates.
They do.
Whether you're banting or whether you're diabetic, there's something that will fit your particular health issues.
Wow.
So they're excellent.
They really are. De Villiers chocolates.
Yes. Okay. At some point, most people are going to want to go shopping for their first home. And it can be a minefield. And I have on various radio stations suggested that you look at the subsidies that are available to first-time home buyers. And judging by the number of listeners and questions I've had, I wasn't specific enough. So I'm going to try and answer some of your particular questions. Firstly, the subsidy is a substantial subsidy. It's worth trying to check whether you qualify or not. But there are going to be 4 people sitting around the table, and you need to bring all 4 people on board. So I'm going to try and go through who those 4 parties are. The first is you have to involve province, because they are the people who have the subsidy. They will tell you how you can qualify for the subsidy. They will need to know how much you're earning, because the subsidy is dependent on your monthly income. So it is important that you know upfront how much you qualify for. You must also know the rules of the subsidy. Is the money going to be given to you? Is the money going to be paid over to the bank? Can you sell the house within a year if you want to? All of those kind of questions you need to have answered. And you can go either to the province, the actual physical office, or you can phone, or you can use email, and it is an efficient system. If you pick up, the call center will get back to you. There's some government departments that work. This is one of them. It works. So first, make sure you understand how the subsidy works, and that you understand how much is going to be involved. Because if it's 50,000 rand, you can shop at a different level than what you're going to do if it's only 20,000 rand. The second party is the bank. Now, this is where the problem comes in. You see, the bank has got to give you the loan, not the province. And the bank, because they love you dearly, they're first going to check up on your credit record. And that's where the problem comes in. Because if you have a very bad credit record, in other words, you've got 5 judgments against you, the bank doesn't even want to talk to you anymore, they're going to say no. That doesn't mean you can't get the subsidy, but it does mean you've got to make nice with the bank. You're going to have to fix the problem. It may take 6 months, but once the bank has cleared you, you can then proceed. What is generally the problem, though, is that we're dealing with first-time home buyers. In South Africa, nobody takes you seriously until they know how you handle debt. So if you are one of those who've now come out of varsity and you pay for everything cash, you have no credit record. And now nobody's going to want to trust you until you have a credit record. Now, in the old days, we would say, go to Edgar's and just get an account. And then 3 months later, go and get an MTN contract. Because now you've got a credit record and everybody will talk to you. So for first-time home buyers, that is usually the problem. You need to get an account so that the credit bureau can pick you up, can begin to track you, because what they're trying to work out, do you know how to handle debt? So it's one of those weird things. And there are also banks right now, like Capitec, that'll give you a credit card on a fairly low income. And the credit card is one way of making sure you're getting into the system. You've then got to learn how to use it properly. So once you've got that box ticked, your credit record is running, the bank is talking to you, the province is talking to you, then you go and do your shopping with your estate agent. And it's clear then, except for one more problem. You see, in South Africa, the interest rate changes regularly. And whenever economic activity slows down, what the government does through the Reserve Bank, it drops the interest rates. And when COVID hit us, it dropped the interest rates by 3 percentage points. And then suddenly debt became very cheap. Now economic activity is picking up again. So what is going to happen now is interest rates are going to go up. And they're going to go up because economic activity has started up and we've got inflation. And the bank uses interest rates to control inflation. So if you've got everything set up and they tell you it's 7.5% interest on your new bond, it's 7.5% on the day they grant you the loan. It's not going to be 7.5% when the Reserve Bank increases the interest rates later. Now, we've already had a 1.25% increase, so there are going to be further increases to the interest rate. Then the question is, should you then have a fixed rate? If you have a fixed rate, the bank is going to add between 2 and 3% to the existing interest rate. Because again, they love you dearly, but they're here to make money, not to be nice to you. So make sure up front you're aware of the implications. Make sure up front you're aware of what the fixed rates are, and then go and take some advice. But the first-time homeowners is a good subsidy, and it's going to allow you to get a much better property than you would otherwise have been able to secure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nico Kleynhans.